Hello, this is a visual presentation of graphical rule editor for creation of rules. It is a Java-based program, so it can be run pretty much everywhere. So it really doesn't require Windows. It can be run on Linux and something else. Upon start, we see an empty screen awaiting user input. We can start making graphical rules immediately by right-clicking anywhere on the empty portion of the graph. Here we see the pop-up menu that has popped out, and the submenu, contextual submenu for creating nodes. There are four types of distinct nodes: an input node, a rule node, an intermediary node, and an output node. Now, the input node, we can create person prison. That's an example model. However, we will not be creating rules from this model. There are rule nodes divided in three distinct parts: arithmetic, decision, and fuzzy. Arithmetic rules are the rules for some basic arithmetic operations. Decision rules are the real rules, as in every rule engine, and fuzzy rules are for creation fuzzy rules, of course. Intermediary nodes are, we cannot create them right now. We will not be creating them in this example. And output nodes are the same as input nodes, however, they represent the end part of a rule, not the input part. We shall start this example by creating a new model. We go to File, New Model. Model Creator wizard pops up, and on the first page it asks us for basic information about the model. We can change the package of the model, but that's not really important. However, the name must be distinct for every model created. So we will change this default first into employment. And we'll be creating three classes in it: a KPI class, meaning key performance index, a quality class, and a person class. Now, the person class will be the main object in the model, which means that this class will have associations to all the other objects in this model, namely quality and KPI. This is required for testing purposes only. Here on the second screen, we see we can create the property values of each selected class. On the left part, we can change the class we wish to edit: person, quality, and KPI. And on the right side of the screen, we see we can choose the type of the property. We have quality, KPI, person. Those are properties of our model, and text, which is string, integer, long, double, float, date, and list. So we shall create in KPI three integer properties, namely motivation, communication skill, and productivity. Now, in quality, we shall create two properties: one integer called index, quality index, and a string called value. And in the person class, we shall create some standard values like first name, second name, last name, age, and another string, employed. This string will tell us whether this person is employed or not. If you remember from the first page of this editor, we selected that the person class is the main object of this model. So we will also need to add the associated quality and an associated KPI with this person. And there we have it. There's our model. There's a short description of it. And upon click finish, it is saved. However, it is not yet changed to our model. As we can see here, we still have person in prison for our model creation. However, we will change it by going to File, select another model, and here we will select our employment model. And when we have changed it, we can see we can create rules with our newly selected model. We shall start our rule creations by creating a fuzzy rule with the KPI from the person. We are interested in the person's communication skill, motivation, and of course his productivity. And so we will make, we have added them all on the screen, and we will add a new fuzzy rule node. Selecting them and connecting them with the rule. And we will connect the quality index. So this actually represents the quality of this person's work in the company. So we now have 3 input nodes in the fuzzy rule and 1 output node. So in manner of speaking, this key performance index will decide what the quality index of this person shall be. I shall now go into it, properties, right-clicking on the rule node and selecting properties. And here we see on the lower right part of the screen are the input nodes, and here is the output node. There is also the defuzzifier, but we will not be using that in this example. Shall now rearrange them a bit and add a rule block, just one rule block for this brief example. Connect again the same the input nodes into this rule block, just like into the rule node, and select properties. Here we see how we can create the rule node. We shall click edit, click insert above, and we see a rule, how it appears. If productivity equals small and communication skill equals small and motivation is small, then index is small. I shall add 2 more rules in the same manner. There. We will also edit a bit this input nodes to put them to universe to begin at 0 and end at 10, since those are the supposed values that these properties can take in the database. And this is important for fuzz. It needs to know what values it can come up with. Also for the output.